Hey guys, I want to talk to you about fat adapted. What does it mean to be fat adapted? How do you feel when you're fat adapted? What is fat adaptation, or also known as keto adapted? So I get a lot of questions about this. How do I know if I'm in ketosis? How do I know if my body is fat adapted? So I'm going to share my experience with you on that. Fat adaptation, depending on your body and your daily regimen, can vary. It can take anywhere from 5 to 8 weeks and sometimes longer, depending on your insulin resistance, so on and so forth. So what fat adaptation is your cells actually kind of reconform and identify that instead of burning glucose and sugar, carbs as a source of fuel, they begin to identify that they're going to burn fat as fuel. And this process, again, it varies per person. It took my body somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks to kind of get where it needed to be. But it's a great thing once your body figures out that we're going to use fat as a source of fuel instead of those sugary carbs that boost your insulin and cortisol and all of that kind of stuff. So just go easy on yourself. Intermittent fasting, I think, really helped me with this, and you can see my other video on that for more information. But once you're fat adapted, then you can kind of start leveling out and playing around with how many of the good carbs you can take in, and you can increase your calorie intake to kind of level out your weight loss. For me personally, I started dropping so much weight that I needed to kind of plane that out and not drop any more weight. So I started adding back in the good carbs and some more calories and kind of leveling out. And I'll do a video on that in the future of how I did that. But when I very first started keto, I was pretty strict. I used an app called Carb Manager to look up my food and kind of chart where I was at with my macros and my carbs. And I stayed under 20. I was really faithful to that. And so I think I got good results fast because I really kept my good carbs under 20 grams and did that for quite a while, for 2 to 3 months. And then once I reached my desired weight, then I started adding back in, and now I can do 50 to 75 and maintain where I want to be. And have great energy and all the benefits that go along with keto lifestyle. So fat adapted is just simply your body restructuring itself and identifying that it's going to burn fat as a fuel source. Now, one thing I want to address is I hear a lot of people they get on keto and they get super excited that they can have bacon and cheese and all this fat. And what they don't realize is they go crazy with it and they're taking in way too much of it. And so the body spends all of its time processing what's coming into the mouth instead of going into the fat reserves. So I kept my calories right around 1,000 or less, and under 20 grams of carbs until I was fat adapted. Once my body had restructured itself and the cells knew what to do and started going into the fat reserves and started identifying that fat is the new fuel source that it's going to be burning, then I was able to alter that and start adding some things back in. So fat adaptation is just simply the body moving into the process of identifying what the fuel source is going to be and making that switch. Now, how do you know if you're fat adapted? Well, if you've been experiencing keto flu, headaches, tired, things like that, that will go away. That's how you'll know you're fat adapted. And there's many ways to deal with keto flu and those symptoms. And I have other videos already up about that, so you can check those out. But if you want to know if you're fat adapted, those symptomatic things of your body being in transition will go away. So your headaches will be gone, keto flu will be gone, those feelings of feeling tired as your body's making the switch, that will go away. and that's when you'll know that you're fat adapted and that your body's got the signal, and then you're good to go. And so you can continue on like that until you've reached your desired weight loss, and then you can start leveling back out by increasing your carbs and your calories. So I hope that you found this informative. I hope it helped. That's been my experience with it. Keto lifestyle is amazing. As far as I'm concerned, it's the natural state that the body was meant to be in. And you're gonna feel amazing. So if you're on the fence about it, or you're just investigating it and watching videos to get information, trust the process, go easy on yourself, don't watch the scale, measure your body. Your body's gonna start changing, and you're gonna love the results that you get. So thanks for watching. We really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for your interest. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you see upcoming videos. We're so glad you're here and so appreciative and so thankful. So this is really a great way of life. Hope you get on board. And if you're already on board, drop us a comment about your experience, or about how your fat adaptation worked, or intermittent fasting, or what you got best results with. Put it up there so other people can see it and they can learn from your experience. We love you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll post another video soon. Bye-bye.